Aiden was wandering around his office. Now that it was past 5 p.m., he really needed to get back to his desk and work.
Madam Butterfly, starring Nancy Carr as Cho-Cho-San, David Polari as Lieutenant Pinkerton, Ruth Slater as Suzuki, and Louis Sudler as Sharpless, with the chorus under the direction of Robert Trendler. Featured speaker of the evening is to be Colonel Robert R. McCormick, editor and publisher of the Chicago Tribune. Ladies and gentlemen, before our curtain rises this evening, we think it quite appropriate that we mention the fact that seated in our theater audience tonight are 5 of Grand
The novel was surely coming along nicely. He started typing. This was the final page of his story, and he really wanted to finish it today. Suddenly, there was a knock on the door. Slowly, Eden rose from his chair and opened the door. Weirdly enough, no one seemed to be there. Was this some kind of prank? Not in the mood for any childish games, he closed the door and headed back to his novel.
I may cancel a lease at home, but Sharpless is no way convinced. Which law do you think right to follow? That of
He stared in disbelief at his typewriters. The space key was gone, simply vanished. It seemed like he was all out of space. Well, a missing spaceball surely wasn't going to stop Aiden from completing his novel. What are editors for, after all? He continued writing as best he could, working around the missing spaceball. Another knock on the door. Maybe this was about the space bomb.
Cho-Cho-San, thou art condemned. Cho-Cho-San, abomination. It is a Bonze, Lord High Priest, setting forth his ancient doctrine.
This isn't funny, he wanted to shout. But since no one was inside, he closed the door and returned to his desk.
Cho-Cho-San, may thy wicked soul suffer torments everlasting of Pinkerton. Fear not, little butterfly, in the stars that rise above is the light of my love. In their heavenly wake across the harbor is the golden scepter of my faith. Fear not, little butterfly, as heaven above watches o'er the earth below, so my love eternal vigilance will keep.
Child, from whose eyes the witcher is shining, now you belong to me. So radiant and lily white raiment, and love in the flow of your tresses, on snowy white garments. Like the moon and the goddess, the mythical god who comes down by night from her breeze in the starlight and song. Bewitching all hearts when she takes their
What the hell was going on now the typewriter was missing the Z key? Somehow this hurt him a lot less. He was almost starting to get used to it. Despite the ugly underscores, the story was heading to its conclusion. Aiden checked the time on his trusty desk clock.
Breezes were blowing off Lake Michigan nearby as people began drifting into Soldier Field. Imagine a gigantic stadium, 5 or 6 times larger than our own. Imagine a crowd of 100,000 people, a third of which came in their own automobiles. Imagine this mass of people and automobiles, both of which had to find places for themselves in the stadium and in the parking lot in 2.5 hours. So this great crowd of machines and people found places for themselves quietly, with orderliness, I might even say with a certain rhythm. From high up from the glass-enclosed newspaperman's booth,
He wanted to know he needed to finish by 6 o'clock.
It was inconceivable. The turf was
Upon returning his gaze to his writing, he realized the key was now missing. Disappeared right into his nose. None of the wiser while this was happening, Aiden decided to persevere to see the story through. Missing keys or not, even though keys kept slipping right through his fingers and disappeared into thin air, he kept going. It got harder and harder to write illegibly.
Voice of the cannon.
But he needed to finish it, he owed it to her. He owed it himself.
Behold now 2 figures on the terrace. Suzuki the
There was only one thing left to write. Aiden felt exhausted. He grasped the story in his hands and stood in front of the mirror. Staring intently at his name in the mirror.
Finally realizing who was talking to her.